So I'm in Odate, Akita, in Japan. I know. And I came to this city, this area, this prefecture, for a very specific reason. But first, let's start with Futurama. So in 2002, Futurama released an episode called Jurassic Park. And in this episode, the main character Fry has a dog, Seymour. And nobody really liked Fry at the time. Seymour was like this scrappy dog. And
it seems Seymour died at the ripe old age of 15.
15? You mean he lived for 12 more years after I got frozen?
Indeed.
Stop the cloning.
Oh.
They had like this bond, right? A man and his best friend, the dog. Man's best friend. Now, what happens is Fry ends up going to the future. He gets frozen in this capsule while he's out delivering a pizza on New Year's Eve.
Icy wiener? Oh, crud. I always thought by this point in my life I'd be the one making the crank calls. Here's to another lousy millennium.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
What the?
He always told Seymour to wait for him. And Seymour would wait at the pizzeria for Fry to finish his job, and then they would go home together. But Fry didn't come home that night, and Seymour kept waiting. The loyalty from this dog, it's one of the saddest episodes. But it was also a Grammy-nominated episode, so it's one of Futurama's best episodes. So what does that have to do with Akita, Japan? Well, there is a story here, a really famous story, about an Akita dog named Hachiko. So Hachiko was born in the 1920s and had an owner. So Hachiko's owner adopted him from the Akita region and brought him to Tokyo, where he was a professor at a university. Now, Hachiko would wait for the owner at Shibuya Station every day after work. So the owner would finish work and Hachiko would be waiting there for him, and they would walk home together. Now, they did this for 1 year straight, and the owner had a heart attack at work and he passed away. But Hachiko stayed there, and Hachiko would go every day to Shibuya and wait for his owner, even though his owner would never arrive. And it's such a sad story. But it just goes to show the loyalty of these types of dogs, the Akitas, and their dedication to their owners. Now, much like Seymour in Futurama, he waited for Fry every single day at that pizza store. He kept waiting for Fry to come home, and Fry never did, much like this owner never did. So it turns out one of the saddest and greatest episodes of Futurama of all time just happens to be based on this Japanese story. And it's about this Japanese city where the Akita dog is from. And I mean, in this city, the Akita dog is so important. Everywhere I went, I saw Akitas. Like the pictures, signs, the mascots, characters, everything is just so about this dog and about its loyalty and its importance to the city. There's statues of Hachiko all over Japan, actually. There's a statue in Akita, there's a statue in Tokyo, and there's a statue at the Tokyo University as well. So this dog kind of has this importance of this like man's best friend loyalty type of animal. And it seems like Futurama picked up on that and made an episode about it. So in the episode of Futurama, I'm going to spoil the ending here. I know I'm going to get a comment Hey, whoa, hey, the ending, you're gonna spoil the ending? Of course, it's over 20 years old. I'm gonna talk about the ending. So, unfortunately, Seymour did pass away in the Futurama show.
I'll never forget him. But he forgot me a long, long time ago.
He passed away waiting for Fry to come back outside the pizzeria. He waited for Fry for 12 years. And much like Hachiko, Hachiko waited for his owner for 10 years before passing away. Every day for 10 years, went to that station and waited for his owner. So Hachiko lived to be 11 years old. If this is the kind of stuff you're into, my name is Cameron. This is the Cameron Explores channel. I cover all these interesting topics. I'm trying to become a full-time YouTuber. If that's what you like, please hit that like button. If you like these kind of videos, please subscribe. Thank you for watching. I'll be pushing up more Japan content in the next few weeks and more interesting stories. So yeah, that was the true story behind Seymour, Philip J. Fry's dog from Futurama.